Hi everyone. Now let's discuss topic 6 of Unit 4, collecting network-based evidence. Network-based evidence refers to the digital traces collected from network activities, such as logs, traffic captures, and connection details, which can help in identifying cybercrimes and attackers. In simple words, it's like monitoring the footprints left behind in a computer network when someone communicates, accesses data, or launches an attack. The main sources of network-based evidence include packet captures, PCAPs, actual network traffic data recorded for analysis, logs, records from firewalls, IDS, IPS, routers, and servers that track activities, timestamps, used to reconstruct the timeline of attacks, monitoring tools, software like Wireshark and TCP dump that capture live traffic, sniffers, tools used to detect and analyze suspicious or malicious packets. Collecting this evidence is crucial in cyber forensics as it helps track intrusions, reconstruct attack scenarios, and present reliable proof in investigations. 2 mark questions. Define network-based evidence. Mention 2 examples of network-based evidence. What is the role of timestamps in network evidence collection? List any 2 network monitoring tools used in forensics. What is the purpose of packet sniffing in forensics? 5 mark questions. Explain the importance of collecting network-based evidence in cyber forensics. Describe any 3 tools used for capturing network traffic for forensic purposes. What challenges are faced while collecting network evidence? Write a short note on chain of custody in network evidence collection. Explain the role of logs in collecting network-based evidence. Network-based evidence. Network-based evidence refers to all the data and information collected from the communication between devices over a network. This includes logs, packets, connection histories, traffic flows, and other artifacts that can help investigators understand what happened during a cyber incident. Unlike files on a hard drive, network-based evidence is often volatile, meaning it can disappear quickly as devices disconnect. Logs are overwritten, or traffic passes through the network. Therefore, timely and systematic collection is critical. For example, if a company experiences a hacking attempt, network-based evidence can reveal which IP addresses were involved, the type of attack, for example, SQL injection or brute force login, and which systems were targeted. In a DOS, denial of service, attack, analyzing network traffic can help determine the source of the flood of requests and the compromised systems used to carry out the attack. Other examples include phishing attacks, where email server logs can show which messages were sent, who opened them, and which links were clicked. Similarly, unauthorized access to a network can be traced through firewall logs, VPN access logs, or Wi-Fi connection records. Network-based evidence is essential because it provides a timeline of activities, identifies intruders, and helps reconstruct cyber incidents. Tools like Wireshark for packet capture, NetFlow analyzers for traffic flow, and firewall or IDS IPS logs are commonly used to gather and analyze this evidence. Sources of network-based evidence. Detailed explanation with examples. Network-based evidence can be gathered from multiple sources, each providing unique insights into network activity. One primary source is packet captures, PCAP, which record the actual data packets traveling through a network. These captures allow forensic investigators to reconstruct communication sessions, analyze protocols, and detect malicious payloads. For example, during a phishing investigation, a PCAP file can show the exact content of the email traffic and any malicious links clicked. Tools like Wireshark and TCP dump are widely used to capture and analyze these packets. Another important source is firewall logs, which record all traffic that is allowed or blocked by the firewall. These logs help identify suspicious IP addresses, repeated unauthorized access attempts, or unusual traffic patterns. For instance, if an attacker tries to scan the network for open ports, firewall logs will capture these attempts. Intrusion Detection Prevention System, IDS IPS, logs are also crucial. IDS IPS devices generate alerts whenever they detect patterns indicative of attacks, such as SQL injection attempts or malware activity. These logs help investigators pinpoint the type and source of attacks. Router and switch logs provide information about the device's communication history, including routing paths, MAC addresses, and connection timestamps. They are especially useful for tracing the movement of data through the network and identifying compromised devices. Finally, email headers are a source of network evidence in cyber investigations involving phishing or spam. Headers contain metadata like the sender and recipient addresses, timestamps, and the servers through which the email passed. By analyzing headers, investigators can identify spoofed addresses, trace the origin of malicious emails, and reconstruct the email path. Together, these sources give investigators a comprehensive view of network activity, helping them detect, analyze, and respond to cyber incidents effectively. Steps in collecting network-based evidence. Detailed explanation with examples. Collecting network-based evidence is a systematic process to ensure the data is accurate, reliable, and legally admissible. The first step is preparation. Before starting, investigators must ensure they have the necessary permissions or legal authority, such as internal approvals or court orders. They also prepare the required tools, like Wireshark for packet captures, log analyzers, or forensic USB drives for storing data. For example, an IT security team might need managerial approval before capturing traffic on corporate networks. The next step is identification of data sources. Investigators determine where relevant network information resides, which can include firewalls, routers, switches, IDS/IPS systems, servers, or email gateways. For instance, if investigating a suspected data exfiltration, firewall logs and router logs may provide details about outbound connections to unknown IP addresses. Data acquisition involves capturing the actual evidence. Live traffic can be recorded using packet capture tools like Wireshark or TCP dump, while logs can be exported directly from devices such as firewalls or routers. For example, during a denial-of-service attack investigation, capturing live traffic helps identify the source IPs flooding the network. Once data is collected, preservation ensures it remains unaltered. Investigators store evidence in read-only formats, use write blockers if necessary, and maintain metadata such as timestamps, device IDs, and capture configurations. This step ensures integrity and admissibility in court. Next is analysis, where investigators filter the captured packets or logs to focus on relevant information using criteria like IP addresses, ports, or protocols. Communication sessions can be reconstructed to understand the attack or data transfer flow. For example, a captured packet trace can reveal a hacker exfiltrating files via FTP. Finally, documentation is critical. Every action, tool used, and step in the process is recorded, creating a chain of custody that tracks who handled the evidence and when. This ensures transparency and legal defensibility of the investigation. This structured approach helps investigators systematically collect, preserve, and analyze network evidence while maintaining its credibility for legal or organizational use. Challenges in collecting network-based evidence. Detailed explanation with examples. Collecting network-based evidence comes with several challenges that investigators must carefully manage. One major challenge is volatility. Network data, such as active connections, packet flows, and session information, can disappear within seconds if not captured promptly. For example, if an attacker exfiltrates sensitive files and immediately closes the connection, the evidence may be lost unless a live packet capture was performed. Another challenge is encryption. Many networks use protocols like HTTPS, VPNs, or TLS, which encrypt traffic to protect privacy. While encryption improves security, it also makes analyzing packet contents difficult without the proper decryption keys. For instance, intercepting encrypted email traffic without access to the decryption key will only reveal metadata, not the actual message content. Data volume is also a significant hurdle. High-speed corporate networks can generate terabytes of traffic daily, making it difficult to store, filter, and analyze relevant data efficiently. Investigators may need to use filters, sampling methods, or dedicated forensic appliances to handle the load. For example, capturing all traffic from a busy web server over 24 hours could produce millions of packets, requiring careful selection of relevant segments. Jurisdiction issues arise when network evidence crosses geographical boundaries. Data packets may pass through servers in different countries, creating legal complexities. Investigators may need cooperation from foreign authorities to access logs or verify evidence, such as tracing a cyber attack that routes through multiple international ISPs. Best practices to address these challenges include collecting evidence as soon as possible after an incident to reduce volatility, using authenticated and validated tools to ensure reliability, and documenting every step for legal and procedural accountability. Maintaining data integrity through hash values like MD5 or SHA-256 ensures that captured evidence has not been altered. Finally, storing backups of the evidence in secure, access-controlled locations protects it from accidental loss or tampering. This careful approach helps investigators overcome technical, legal, and operational challenges while preserving network evidence for analysis and legal proceedings. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.